Ever wondered what expense ratio in mutual funds means? Or how it impacts your returns? Well, it's high time to unravel this financial jargon and make it as simple as ABC. Imagine you're at a restaurant. You order a sumptuous meal, but when the bill arrives, you notice an additional charge, service charge. This charge is the price you pay for the restaurant service over and above the cost of the meal. Similarly, in the world of mutual funds, the expense ratio is akin to the service charge. It's the cost you pay to have your funds managed professionally. In a nutshell, the expense ratio is a percentage of the total assets that are deducted every year for fund management services. This includes everything from administrative costs to professional management to operational expenses. The higher the expense ratio, the lower your net returns. Now you might be thinking it's just a small percentage, right? How much difference can it make? Well, think again. Over time, even a seemingly small expense ratio can eat into your returns significantly. For instance, consider two mutual funds, Fund A with an expense ratio of 1% and Fund B with an expense ratio of 2%. If both funds provide a gross return of 10% annually, Fund A would give you a net return of 9%, while Fund B would give you only 8%. That's a whole 1% difference, and over 20 years, that could mean a difference of tens of thousands of dollars. So it's clear that the expense ratio is not just a number to be glanced over. It's a crucial factor that can impact your returns in the long run. But remember, while the expense ratio is important, it should not be the sole determinant of your investment decisions. A fund with a higher expense ratio might be managed more efficiently and could potentially provide higher returns. Therefore, it's essential to consider the expense ratio in conjunction with other factors like the fund's historical performance, investment strategy, and your own financial goals. To sum it up, the expense ratio is the annual fee charged for managing your mutual funds. A higher expense ratio can diminish your returns over time. However, it's not the only factor to consider while making investment decisions. It's crucial to understand the expense ratio, but it's equally important to look at the bigger picture and make a well-informed decision. So the next time you're investing in mutual funds, make sure you don't overlook the expense ratio, because understanding the expense ratio can be the key to unlocking your financial success.